Hello, and welcome to this lovely speech. I'm Olcayto Cengiz. My name is Olcayto Cengiz, and as you can see, I have some kind of titles which look kind of fancy on LinkedIn or Zing or wherever you're using it, which is talking about what I do for a living, how I earn my money and everything. But to be honest, if you ask me properly, what I do best is I'm trying to be the best of the father of Rüzgar, and also what I do best is for the last 45 years, I breathe in and breathe out, okay, like never stopping by and running the show as best as possible. So today we're going to talk about the second chances, and I want to start it. The topic is like, I am originally from Istanbul, and I moved in Germany in 2016. And with my son and with my wife as a whole parent. And why? Why did I take this? Was it because of the fact that I really love Germany? Well, kind of yes, but also not enough. Was it because it was a better option and future probability for my kid? Yes, that was as well a kind of an option or a reason. Or like, is it because that even I didn't know any word of German, I still, as you can hear from my talk, that I'm not still so capable of German? Was it because of the fact that I love German? Language, yes, I love it, but the main reason was different. These were all the good difference, but you know, at the age of 40, with a father of 5, without any German language knowledge, and working in a nice position in a work, like the life was going as it should be going. Why did I come here? It was basically just a second chance. Because I believe in second chances. I believe in what they can bring on. But the fun thing is, when the proposal came to me and we decided to move in Germany, we thought that it's a second chance, and it is, and it was, but it was not so easy. But then, when I started thinking about this second chance and what brings the second chances in life, I found out myself that I'm questioning what is actually a second chance. So if you think about the second chance, there's a funny thing, like there's a chance and there's a second chance. We never talk about the third chance or fourth chance. We always say, hey, here's your chance, and then it occasionally comes up the second chances. And the thing is, your chance, the original first one, is always 50-50. Like, hey, here's your chance. No one tells you anything about it's going to be good or it's going to be bad. It's like a 50-50 situation. You'll never be sure if it's going to end up in a good way or in a bad way. It's like a rolling the dice, taking the risk. But when it pops in the second chance situation, the weird thing is, second chances are kind of always positive. Like if you think about it, when you go for asking for something second chance, it always comes up with a positivity like on board. For example, you never say that, okay, now I'm going to restart this. This is my second chance to fail. Or this is my second chance to not be successful. And the weird thing is, this positive mode of second chances born from actually some negative outcomes. When you had something which didn't end up in the way you thought that it's going to be, but if it kind of goes sloppy, then an option, a chance pops up, and you say to yourself, this is my second chance. Just like I'm moving here. Like, it was all okay, good, but then an offering comes up, and I thought that, okay, this might be a second chance to grow up my kid in a more different and hopefully better environment. And it was a second chance for me to kind of restart my career. But the thing is, you have to understand one thing. Second chances are always coming from the kind of a bad ending of the first, bad or not expected ending of the first chances. Because just think of it. think of your first kiss. How was it? I mean, either when you think of it, either you're going to start laughing or you go like, or like your first ride on a bicycle, your first sexual encounter, they were all like, and then second chances hit, and then everything's get better. So now we kind of have an understanding. What is the second chance? The second chance is something which is coming up from the result of your first chance, which was not that good. Because if your first chance is good, you're not searching for the second chance. You're not even asking for it. You want to stick there. So if you understand what the second chances is, then pops up the second question. Okay, I understood what is a second chance, but where can I find them? Like, where are these second chances? Is it like coming from like a mystic big being is just handing it over, or like a life finds a way, or is it a karma, or is the sum of all the good things that you do? It can overlap with your beliefs, it can overlap with your thoughts. But basically, if you just stop and think about it, second chance are actually everywhere. And they are not just waiting for you to find them, they are just kind of screaming, waving to you. It is all about the perception of the second chance. Because we are taking granted for our normals. We never think a lot of things that are actually a second chance. I mean, if you think about it, like, for example, I run. And when I go running, I just go out and run. And it's normal. Or you are now listening to me and watching me. And it's normal for you. But is it so normal if you talk this with maybe someone a victim who had a car accident? Or for some reasons, a person who cannot walk, who cannot see. So it is something that you have to take a look and you have to understand it. Because if you don't know how to find it, it's going to be a kind of a waste of chances. Like, if you're really asking me to where to find it, I always say that, take a deep breath. Here's your second chance. Take another one. Here's your second chance. Because life is, you know the drill, life gives you lemons, and either you do lemonade or you're going to sell the lemons with a better price for the third party, or you can start running your own company, own startup through the lemons. But the thing is, if you are aware of the points that you are having this breath, this moment, all these opportunities are out there. That makes a difference. That is the one thing that's going to put you in another mindset, in some other shoes, to understand, okay, so this is something that I need to be aware. Because if you go and say that, okay, he's successful because he was lucky, he got this second chance. Or, yeah, he did this, but he did it on his second chance. And then I'm going to ask you, was that his or her really second chance, or did it happen because he or she was ready for it or looking for it? You know, the saying, like, luck favors the prepared one, the ready ones. So it is all about understanding what these second chances are lying beneath, lying under. So, in this case, how can we define the second chances? Well, second chances is actually your first chance with a twist, experience. So, if you think about it, as we talk about your first kiss, first bicycle ride and everything, you are making it, and it is your first chance on it because you're just trying it. And when you have the experience, and something pops in, business, work, life, doesn't matter. That thing which is a kind of an inline situation, then here's your second chance. And the thing is, like, you need to understand how to harvest your experiences. That's why I mentioned take a deep breath. Because if you are just taking a breath, or if you're just running, and thinking about something else, it's okay, but also try to embrace the moment. Like, hey, I'm running. and say it again. I'm running. Because if you don't harvest your experience, you cannot create your own habitat, which will be giving you or handing you over back the second chance that you're hungry for, that you're searching for, that you want for. Because with those experiences and understanding these experiences, all the chances coming to you will become your second chance. Like in life, you hear from a lot of people, yeah, this is my second chance. Or they say, this is my last chance. And, you know, last is last, but you probably heard a lot of times the last chance from the same person. It's just like, okay, on Monday, I'm going on diet. And every Monday, that diet restarts. Because this is understanding the environment, understanding yourself. So as a summary for understanding the experience, all we have to do is, when we're looking around, when we're looking at us, when we're looking at relationships, when we're looking at humans, we need to learn, not learn maybe because we already know, but we really have to see it, not just look at it. I mean, I'm trying to teach this to my kids, like we're going always in the same way to the school. And I asked him, like, how many trees are there? And he was like, what? How many trees? Why? And I said, every day we're passing through. We don't know how many trees there are. Let's count it. Or like if you're doing the same things over, don't. Because, you know, you can see and watch tons of TED Talks or other talks which are praising the habits, building the habits. Great book, Atomic Habits. Yes, habits are good, but also habits has a tendency to make you numb. Those habits will take you off from your curiosity or from your discovery mood and put you on autopilot. So what I do and can tell you to suggest you to do is, if you have a routine, just break it. Like if you are going from point A to B from the same way, occasionally go on different streets. Try different transportations. If you're always going to the same restaurant, pick the next one. Because, you know, you probably heard a lot of stories like this. Hey, you know what? I was just going to my ordinary coffee shop every morning. And then one morning there was a queue there. So I just skipped it, went to the next coffee shop. And then I met this guy. You know, all the good stories starts like this. And we have a tendency of saying that, can you believe it? It's just incredible. Who would have thought? Yes, exactly. Who would have thought? You should have thought. Because if you make it numb for yourself, you cannot see a thing. You will just keep doing the same thing over and over you. So the thing is, you should always focus on discovery and understanding the environment around you. Because if you just sit and wait, something happens to you. It won't. I mean, even those who looks like it happened, they all coming from the same purpose, same soul core of the idea. Because it echoes. You give and it echoes. So you have to be ready. You have to look. You have to understand. Because it's not like about being failure. As I mentioned, you can say that, yeah, the first things, because it failed, and the second one. No, it's not about failure. And if you take a look at, if you think of it, like it is, there's a nice quote. This guy called Nelson Mandela once said, I never lose, I either win or learn. So this is, I have two motto in life, and this is one of it. So you don't have to approach all the failures like, shit, this happened. Unfortunately. No. There's an option there. There's a great area that you can show yourself, create an environment, create your well-being. So in life brings you a lot of, if you go back to the lemons, life will bring you a lot of rotten lemons. So either you will go, ew, just throw it, or you can just, seed it, use it in a way, or go to the grocery store and give them some ideas how to keep their lemons not to get rotten, which is, You have to understand, you have to learn from all of your mistakes, which are not mistakes. Those were your chances. And all these chances has been given to you or you took away on yourself. And you have to evolve them into your second chances. Keep in your mind, second chances will not be delivered to you. You are going to create them. And to be able to do that, you have to create experiences, have the experiences, live the moments. And after that, if you try it this way or that way, another fella, Fernando Sabino, said that everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. So if you are trying and thinking that, hey, I'm doing my best, but nothing changes, trust me when I say this, it will change. The things that you're asking for will be yours, but don't just sit and wait. If you're trying hard, if you're doing your best, and it still didn't happen, it means that it is not okay. So if it's not okay, it's not the end. But for me, this is the end. Thank you for your time.